A few weeks ago, I had the honor of participating as a judge in the Grit, Vision, and Entrepreneurship event hosted by Thai Women of the Tampa Bay chapter of Thai. This was the fourth year running this event, and as always, the standing room crowd was in for a great set of presentations. This event featured 5 female-led startup companies. Each had 5 minutes to present their product idea, followed by about 10 minutes of Q&A from the judges. On the line for this event was an opportunity to pitch at the Thai Global Conference in India coming up in January of 2026. So this was a pretty big deal. The event was very well run, but as with any of these type of pitch events, there's always a debate amongst both the presenters and the attendees of what's the best format for a pitch event. How do you afford the startup founder enough time to adequately present their idea, their progress, and any upcoming milestones without putting the audience to sleep? And also without overwhelming the judges so that we have a few key points to focus on when we're going to be starting our Q&A. My response to these complaints or questions is it depends. If the audience is made up of a broad range of attendees, including other startup founders, investors, maybe mentors, then my answer is to treat the pitch event like an appetizer with a limited amount of content and a limited number of slides. When I hosted the showcase days for the Tampa Bay Innovation Center's accelerator, I limited the pitch to 90 seconds and only 2 slides. The startup founders hated this at first, but the audience and the judges loved it. I recently watched a TikTok creator talk about how pitch days need to be more about demos and less about slides. He then went on to explain why the founder needs to convey the typical slide-based pitch of why you, why this, why now. So it really wasn't all that groundbreaking. Now, it does depend on the circumstances. And if you're in a program where the audience consists mostly of investors and maybe mentors who've been watching your progress all the way through a multi-month program like YC or Techstars, then yes, a short demo to prove your product idea is real is okay. But in the rest of the world, where this may be the very first time the audience is hearing you present, walking them through a demo could be a bit tone deaf. It needs to be a conversation starter to illustrate a problem we're solving and to show that you are positioned to win in that space. Anything more is just a cure for insomnia. The Thai event struck a perfect balance. And yes, there will be folks that wish there had been more time, more info, but it's just a starting point. And there's only 1 or 2 companies that people want to follow up with after the event. They don't have to have an extensive presentation and a demo from every single company that takes a stage. I'd like to hear your experience with either pitching at these events or being in the audience and watching these type of events. What's the right duration and number of slides for a pitch startup? What makes your mind wander to things like wondering if the bar will still be open at the end of the event? Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on how a pitch event should be run and what's the ideal length for informing the audience without boring the audience.